Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the season finale reaction to season 4 of Supernatural. I say quite a lot regularly, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but after the events of the last episode, I'm definitely unsure what to expect and quite scared going into this one. So the last episode was when the levee breaks, which started off with Sam trapped in that room which held demons. They were basically making him go cold turkey with the demon blood, trying to see if they could wait it out, and he was having hallucinations. Some of his inner monologue was telling him he was doing a bad thing, some was telling him he was doing a good thing in the form of like Mary. So it was really interesting to see inside of his head, but it was tough to watch. And then Castiel let him out for reasons that we're not sure of yet, because he's not explained why he let Sam out yet. I thought it was going to be Ruby, but it was Castiel, which was crazy. And he met Ruby, had a bit of a good time, drank some of her blood, and then Dean found them, and they had a huge fight and essentially separated ways. Dean can't get on Sam's side, Sam can't see Dean's side, and they're both just, it appears at this moment, going separate ways. We know there's 3 seals left, I believe, but the final seal has to be broken by Lilith. And there was also, the only lead they had was Lilith's chef, I think they said. Some woman who looked like she was about to steal and eat some babies. It was just really emotional and really hard to watch Sam and Dean beating each other up, shouting at each other, using like personal attacks on each other. But it was never meant, I don't think they were trying to hurt each other. They both so strongly believe they're right that they can't see the other person's side. And in this argument, I do fall on Dean's side, even as a Team Sam person. And so I'm worried about where this is going to go. This final episode of season 4 is called Lucifer Rising. Now that's really interesting to me because the first episode of the season was called Lazarus Rising, so I like that they bookended it with similar episode titles. Now we know the main storyline of the season is Lilith is breaking these seals to free Lucifer. The title's called Lucifer Rising. So whilst it's going to be about the final seals, the title suggests that they break the final seal and Lucifer gets out, but that could just be a bit of like a red herring, a bait and switch, where they're actually going to make us think that something's going to happen and then they stop it. Now, my predictions for the finale, because big things happened in the finales, right? Like last season Sam died, season 2 Sam died, last season Dean died. This season, I think the final seal is going to get broken and at least Lucifer's going to get free. Just because of the title, more than anything else. And also, like I said in a previous video, they very, very rarely succeed in their plans. Like their plans to stop the gates of hell being opened. They failed. They just shut it after it was open for a while. Their plan to stop Dean's deal, go to hell, they failed. So I can only imagine they're going to fail again and have a nasty track record. But what that means, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a huge cliffhanger. But I think we should just jump into it before I talk myself out of it and I get too scared and run away. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the reaction and also the season 4 finale of Supernatural. As I do with every season, the next couple of episodes will be gag reel, ranking of the episodes, and the quizzes, assuming that I don't have any technical problems like last time, and then like a week off or something, and then season 5. If you want to watch the full length reaction to this episode, as well as the next couple of Supernatural related videos in advance, there's a Patreon link down below in the comments, where I might have started series 5, depending on how far ahead I am over there. I'm not too sure at the moment, but take a quick look and we will see. But let's jump into season 4, episode 22, season finale. I'm really nervous this time, more than I've been any of those, because this season's been so dark and so emotional, and the boys are separate. I'm scared. Yeah, season finale time, Lucifer Rising. St. Mary's Convent, Ilchester, Maryland, 1972. Convent, sorry. 1972? What were we doing in the 70s? Demons are taking over him.
Thy kingdom come, blah, blah, blah. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Is there not a thing about demons can't go into holy ground, though? From season 2? Or am I getting confused with Charmed?
It seems as if it's difficult to know the Creator. That I have been wandering the desert for years, looking for our Father.
Right. Is this going to be Yellow Eyes, or...?
Well, not our Father. My father, see, he's in jail. Your dad put him there. I almost gave up hope.
Poor nuns.
He of little faith, because I finally found him, or at least, you know, the spot where his cage door opens.
Okay.
It's right here.
Cage door.
In a damn convent. Folks forget, my daddy is an angel. after all.
True.
Or was. I mean, I suppose some dumb bastard stood here, felt a jolt of his holy juice, and thought, I'm gonna build me a nun factory.
You look really scared.
Yeah? It's the right idea. Wrong angel.
Because we're here. Yellow Eyes, Azazel. I always love seeing Azazel.
If any of you gals are the praying type, now would be a good time to start.
Okay, so he's been trying to do this since 72, which leads me to believe that my theory was right, that opening the gates to hell was a seal. God damn, he's pretty.
But still, Dean was wrong, saying what he said to you.
No, he was right to say it.
Yep.
I mean, I don't blame him after what I did.
Well, after we're done, you guys will patch things up. I mean, you always do.
You're talking like I got an after.
Don't say that.
I can feel it inside me, Ruby. I've changed. For good. Dean's better off as far away from me as possible.
Yeah, right now, I would say so.
Doesn't matter. Let's just get this done with.
It's one of those things that, because obviously we know the show's been over 15 seasons, we know they make up. But right now, I just can't see how.
Well, I am sick and tired of chasing him. Screw him. He can do what he wants.
You don't mean that.
No.
Yes, I do, Bobby. Sam's gone. He's gone. I'm not even sure if he's still my brother anymore.
You stupid son of a bitch! Well, boo-hoo. I am so sorry your feelings are hurt. Princess, are you under the impression that family's supposed to make you feel good? Make you an apple pie, maybe? They're supposed to make you miserable. That's why they're family.
I told him you walk out that door, don't come back, and he walked out anyway.
Yeah, because
that
he's
was his choice.
all demony.
Sound like a whiny brat.
He's kind of right, but
You
I also
sound
agree
like
with Dean
your
in some
dad.
ways.
Well, let me tell you something. Your dad was a coward.
My dad was a lot of things, Bobby, but a coward.
He'd rather push Sam away than reach out to him. Well, that don't strike me as brave. Don't be him.
Go, Bobby. Go, 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 Bobby. Go, go. I love Bobby. What a beautiful human being. Oh, God. What's happened? Angels. I like this place. Hello.
Add it and roll it and mark it with the V and put it in the oven.
Oh, hello. Sam?
So we need to talk.
Hello, Dean. You're looking fit.
Isn't he always?
Well, how about this?
All the seals have fallen.
Except one. Jinx.
That's an impressive score. That's right up there with the Washington Generals.
You think sarcasm's appropriate, do you? Considering you started all this?
Oh, yeah, that was the first seal, wasn't it? Scott, you're stupid.
Tomorrow night, midnight.
Where?
We're working on it.
We'll work harder.
We'll do our job. You just make sure you do yours.
Yeah, and what is that exactly? I'm supposed to be the one that stops her. How? With the knife?
All in good time.
Isn't now a good time?
Have faith.
What, in you? Give me one good reason why I should.
Because you swore your obedience.
He did swear last episode. He gave himself over.
So obey.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot that Dean brought the first seal. I'm so stupid.
I shouldn't have said what I said. You know, I'm not Dad. We're
True.
brothers. You know, we're family.
You can
And,
get your feelings out. It's
how
allowed.
bad it gets, that doesn't change. Sammy, I'm sorry.
She's gonna be at a convent. St. Mary's,
Okay.
Elchester, Maryland.
A convent?
It's all gonna end.
She's gonna break the final seal.
What is the final seal?
I don't know. I don't know. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a little siesta in the subconscious. Hand over the wheel for a little bit.
What are
Oh.
you talking about?
Cindy McKellen, RN. Come on down.
So the person whose body she's in.
Where am I? Huh? Oh my god, I can't move. What's going on?
That's scary.
Help!
Sad.
Help me, please.
Great.
You've done well.
This is creepy. Oh my god, this is creepy.
How do I bust you out? Lilith. Father, she's trapped neck deep in the pit. Won't be easy.
Lilith can break the seals.
Right, okay.
But what do I do?
You must find the child. A very special child.
I like the fact that they've
What do you mean?
joined all the pieces together to make a big puzzle. Loving it.
She's playing you.
I'm not so sure.
Even if she's not, there's still a hell bitch snoozing in there. I mean, come on. It's not like you haven't done this before, right?
Don't trust her.
Let me go.
Poor woman.
Listen, I'm gonna do whatever you mooks want, okay? I just need to tie up this one thing. 5 minutes, that's all I need.
No.
What do you mean, no? Are you saying that I'm trapped here?
You can go wherever you want.
Super, I want to go see Sam.
Except there.
I want to take a walk.
Fine, I'll go with you.
Alone.
No.
I don't get it. All the demons you cut with a knife, what do you think happens to the host? How is this any different?
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I
No,
know
but it's
that you're
true.
having a tough time here, Sam, but we're in the final lap here.
One
Now
true
is
thing
not
this
the time
woman
to grow
said.
sweeter.
Would you drop the freaking attitude? I'm about to bleed and drink an innocent woman while she watches.
And save the world as a result.
Why can't I see Sam? And how am I gonna ice Lilith?
You're not going to ice Lilith.
Okay.
What?
Lilith's going to break the final seal.
But me and Sam, we can stop.
They've been lying this whole time.
You don't want to stop it, do you?
Nope. Never did. The end is nigh. The apocalypse is coming, kiddo. To a theater near you.
But what do they get out of
About
this?
saving seals.
Grunts on the ground. We couldn't just tell them the whole truth. I mean, think about it. Would we really let 65 seals get broken unless senior management wanted it that way?
They have a point.
When our side wins, and we will, it's paradise on Earth. What's not to like about that?
I mean, that does sound appealing. But there'll be a lot of death along the
Where was
way.
all the people during your little pitching contest?
Well, can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. In this case, truckloads of eggs. You get the picture. This isn't the first planetary enema we've delivered.
So that explains why Castillo released him from the cage.
No, Dean probably shouldn't try to bash my skull in with that thing. Wouldn't end up too pleasant for you.
Maybe that's what he was trying to tell Dean, trying to warn him. But then he got called back to heaven.
Sam. He won't go quietly. He'll stop Lilith.
Sam has a part to play. An
Yeah.
important part. But nothing's changed. You are chosen. You will stop it.
Stop what?
Just
Lucifer?
not Lilith or the apocalypse, that's all. Lucifer. You're going to stop Lucifer. You're our own little Russell Crowe, complete with surly attitude.
Right.
And when it's over, and when you've won, your rewards will be unimaginable.
Where's God in all this?
God? God has left the building.
What? 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 I kind of figured recently that the angels weren't saying everything, particularly when they released Sam. It was a big eye opener that something more's going on than they're telling us, you know?
Howdy.
Who's that? Is that Lilith?
Lady, this is private property. You're not supposed to be here.
But I'm here for Mass. And so are you.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry it ended like this.
Sorry. It's all a bunch of lies, you poor stupid son of a bitch. It's just a way for your bosses to keep me and keep you in line. People. Families. That's real. And you're gonna watch them all burn?
What is so worth saving? I see nothing but pain here.
Yeah.
I see inside you.
Try coming to 2021.
I see your guilt, your anger.
This is simple, Cass. No more crap about being a good soldier. There was a right and there was a wrong here, and you know it. Look at me. You know it. Now, you were gonna help me once, weren't you? You were gonna warn me about all this before they dragged you back to Bible camp.
Okay.
Help me. Now.
We will all be hunted. We'll all be killed.
We need a plot line for Series 5, so let's go for it.
We're dying for.
Dad always said I'd either have to save you or kill you. Well, I'm giving you fair warning.
That wasn't the
I'm done
message.
trying to save you. You're a monster, Sam. A vampire.
So that's what the angels were saying. They're going to give him a little push. They changed the message to make him fully going. I saw that little smile, girl. I'm onto you. What? It's a lot of pillows.
Would you mind explaining just what the hell you're doing?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I knew he was going to help.
He won't be gone long. We have to find Sam now. We have to stop him, Dean, from killing Lilith.
But Lilith's gonna break the final seal.
Lilith is the final seal. She dies, the end begins.
Wait. Hold on a second. Who's been helping Sam get powerful enough to kill Lilith?
Lady, sometimes you gotta live like there's no tomorrow.
Why are we here?
This isn't supposed to happen. Sir? No, lady, this is definitely supposed to happen, but I just gotta call you back.
Sammy being set by Ruby.
Is that a convent?
Yeah, but you guys aren't supposed to be there. You're not in this story.
Yeah, well, we're making it up as we go.
What? Oh, man, not again!
It's the Archangel! I'll hold him off! I'll hold them all off!
I told you! Sorry, I apologise for your ears. I knew she was evil all along. Stop. 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 Okay. Don't do it, Sam.
You turned yourself into a freak. A monster. And now you're not gonna bite.
Don't do it, Sam.
I'm sorry, but that is honestly adorable.
Well, I don't like that. Oh. She's been playing it this whole time.
You did it. I mean, it was a little touch and color for a while, but you did it.
What? What did I do?
You opened the door. And now he's free at last. He's free at last.
So mad.
Lilith, I stopped her.
And it is written that the first demon shall be the last seal. And you bust her open.
You child.
You don't even know how hard this was. All the demons out from my head, no one knew. I was the best of those sons of bitches. The most loyal.
No.
Not even
Go
Alistair
to
knew.
hell.
Only Lilith. Yeah, I'm sure you're right now, but I mean, come on, Sam. Even you have to admit, I'm awesome.
You bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Like Dean's been saying all along, you tool.
You shot your payload on the boss.
Don't give me any fantasies.
You didn't need the feather to fly. You had it in you the whole time, Dumbo. I know it's hard to see it now. But this is a miracle. So long coming. Everything Azazel did and Lilith did just to get you here. And you are the only one who can do it.
Why? Why me?
Because it had to be you, Sammy. He's gonna repay you in ways that you can't even imagine.
Oh, God.
You're too late.
I don't care.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, 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 bitch. I hate her. Cow. Well, you might have got your plan, but you're not around to see it, so...
I'm sorry.
I bet. Oh, God. God.
Sammy, let's go.
He's coming.
I knew it was gonna end now. Okay, that was my reaction to the season 4 finale of Supernatural, Lucifer Rising. And I told you so. I knew that Ruby could not be trusted. I knew she was up to no good. I didn't know exactly how she was up to no good. I just knew that a little bitch could not be trusted. Because there was just no good to come from this storyline. I was right when I said, I can't see a world where the writers would write that sucking on demon blood, doing demonic powers is going to end well. Because this world is very much, demons are bad on the most part, people are good on the most part. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a very black and white way to put it, but you know what I mean? And I know the show is not about black and white, but it's usually like, demons bad, humans better. So I just couldn't see a world where sucking on demon blood and doing all these demon things was going to be seen as a positive thing with positive results. And I was so bloody right. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm angry. I would have loved to have been in a world where Ruby saved the day. I would have been like, oh my God, that's going to be so entertaining to watch. I'm there losing my shit over Lilith, or Ruby, sorry. And you're laughing because you know all along that she's a good person, good demon. But I was right. And I'm annoyed that I'm right, but I'm also satisfied that I'm right. So all along, she's been training Sam up to defeat Lilith, because defeating Lilith was the final seal. And it's kind of cool, actually. They never really mentioned it then, but I don't know if like part of the whole Gospel of Winchester is that Dean brought the first seal, Sam brought the last seal, which is quite cool, quite interesting, and whether that was always meant to be, always prophesied, because I know the first... Neither of the seals, the things they said, like the religious quotes that said about the righteous man who slays blood in hell, it never mentioned like Dean or Sam. So whether it was always meant to be those two, or they were just the two that fell into place at the right time, I don't know. But it was a good little thing that Dean did the first seal and Sam did the last one. That was tense. That ending couple of minutes, 10 minutes or so, was tense. I mean, so the first bulk of the episode was a little slow, I will say. Like, it was very interesting. Dean in that big expensive room, Sam hunting down Lilith. The stuff with like the nurse, whilst kind of entertaining, there wasn't really no point to it other than she was the person to lead them towards Lilith. But the actor of the nurse was really good, especially when she became the nurse again. But like this first half was a lot of talking, especially with the angel stuff, and we discovered that the angels' plan all along, which I said last episode, I said it could be that their plan was never what they told us it was going to be. I didn't realise it was going to be this, that they wanted the apocalypse, not for the reasons that we initially think, but they want the apocalypse because they're going to win the apocalypse and it's going to be paradise on earth. And now, don't get me wrong, that's a very enticing proposition. Paradise. You win this, you do this, hell on earth, we're going to win, you're going to win with us, and we're going to live in this paradise. Now, don't get me wrong. In the world that we're living with right now in 2021, as I'm recording, the earth feels like it's a bit like hell on earth right now. So that's an appetizing thought. But I'm really shocked that they're so shady. Like, I know that the angels are dark and warriors and underhand in a lot of ways, but I didn't think that they were going to want Apocalypse to go ahead. I really like it though, it's a really cool twist, and it makes sense with the characters that we've seen and the little plot lines that we've seen threaded throughout the season, that it makes sense that they would want this thing to stop the demons finally and to live in his paradise. It answers the question as well as to what Castiel was going to tell Dean in the Rapture, but got pulled back to heaven. That's when we met Jimmy, which was cute. That was all explained. Another thing that I really, really, really loved about this episode was the Azazel part. So, I was a bit dumb. Don't get me wrong, you don't leave comments. I know I was dumb. When he killed the nuns at the beginning, I was like, oh, is that the first seal? Scott, you stupid moron. Like, obviously, we know from Heaven and Hell that the first seal was broken by Dean when he tortured and killed people in Hell. Or tortured people because they were already dead, obviously. So, the fact that I thought the nuns were the first seal was just me being stupid, but I like the fact that it all now adds up and adds together, because part of my complaints about the end of Series 2 was the Series 2 finale was great, really good, a good culmination of everything from Season 1, Series 2, and in this epic finale, sidekick kids face off, kill each other, Sam's the only one that's left, well, it was Jake and then Sam, they open the doors to hell, loads of demons get out, but they stop it eventually. But all those demons are out. And at least at the time, it kind of went nowhere. So I'd be interested to know how far in advance all the plot lines were planned. Whether this twist on this episode was planned before the end of Series 2. In which case, cool. But my frustration was always that was such a good ending with such a big twist that went nowhere. So I love the fact that Yellow Eyes was trying to help free Lucifer as well. The only way to free Lucifer, as we know from the season, is for Lilith to break the seal. She's the only one that can, because she was like the first demon. So where's Lilith? Lilith's in hell. We have to get her out of hell by opening the doors. So to open the doors, it was like a Rube Goldberg machine a little bit. To open the doors to hell, we need to get these kids. So that explains why demon blood, Mary died, Sam, psychic powers, opening doors to hell to get Lilith out, to break the seals, to get Lucifer out. So all the 4 seasons now, I can see as a complete package. Up to this point, it was like, the end of Series 2 was great, but didn't go anywhere. Why? That's why I'd love to know how much plan. I know the whole thing was planned as like a 5-season show, but obviously I don't know how much detail was put into that plan. You can tell me down below. But I like the fact that it now all makes sense to me. I mean, sometimes shows do that where they kind of, not retcon, but they go back and go, oh yeah, this thing that happened 3 seasons ago, that was because of this. And it's a little bit far-fetched. And it was, I think Lost might have done it a lot. But it was also like, you know, that was never the plan. It was just them in a couple of seasons later going, right, we have these plot holes that we never answered. Let's answer them now. I think Pretty Little Liars tried to do that a lot. But don't get me started on that show, the end of that show. I like the fact that it all makes sense and is a good explanation. And it makes good sense. It's not far-fetched. It's not a stretch. It all makes sense now because we know Azazel was the Prince of Hell? Something like that. And so, yeah, I love the fact that now, looking back on the 4 seasons, I can see it as a complete package. Obviously, with Series 5 as well. It's going to have Lucifer getting free. We'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, I love that Azazel stuff. I thought it was all brilliant. I like how it all tied together. I like the fact that Sam realised, obviously it was too late, but he realised that Dean was right. Ruby was playing him all along. I was so mad, but so happy that I'm right, but also annoyed that I'm right. But Sam's got a lot of making up to do next season, because it's not just the fact that he opened the door to hell. He didn't know, right? He didn't know. But it was the fact that he followed Ruby so blindly. Now, I know I've had comments from people over the course of Series 4 that have said things like, I'm surprised you turned against Sam so quickly with the demon blood, or people who are kind of like saying, like, I'm saying nothing about Ruby, but yeah, your reactions are funny, and all this stuff. And it's interesting to go back and look at the comments now and know that I was right all along. Ruby was bad, No, Ruby, no. But she's dead, which is good. We like that. We like that she's dead. She's dead. Lilith's dead. So we've got no overarching big bads left, minus Lucifer. The end of the season showed Lucifer's cage opening. So presumably season 5 is going to start with Lucifer getting out. Obviously the title kind of gave it away, Lucifer Rising, but it could have been a bit of a trick title. Yeah, Lucifer's going to get out and the apocalypse is going to start as the angels wanted, as Lucifer wanted, as Lilith wanted, as Ruby wanted, as everybody wanted, except humans. So the apocalypse has started. I think it's going to be an interesting season because it was planned as a 5-season show. I imagine the end of season 5 will kind of draw all of this to a close. And then season 6 onward will be a new chapter to Supernatural. I mean, I've said before, and I'll talk about it a little more towards the end of season 5 when I decide what I'm doing, but I'll probably take a slightly longer break after season 5 because it's a 5-season show. That was its natural end. Obviously, they carried on. And also, just to take a little bit of a break, because it's 10 seasons, I don't want show burnout, because I get show burnout watching stuff by myself. So 5 seasons in a row is quite a lot. But we'll discuss that later in the reactions. But I think it's going to be an interesting season to see how they wrap all this up, because Sam's got a lot of making up to do. Lucifer's going to get out. There's apocalypse going to happen. Dean can stop Lucifer. He's the only one that can stop Lucifer. Is that true? I don't know. I like to believe that it is true. However, the angels are so untrustworthy, it could be a lie. But it seems like Dean's going to stop Lucifer when it's come to the natural end of the apocalypse. And somehow that's going to make the world a paradise. Now, I've seen trailers over the years of Supernatural for later seasons. It wasn't very paradise, so all I can guess what's going to happen coming forward is Lucifer's going to get out, the apocalypse is going to start, somehow they stop it. I don't know what that means for Castiel, because obviously we saw at the end that the archangels were coming for him and not necessarily coming for the prophet, whose name I can't remember now, but the prophet was there. And I want to meet an archangel. I think we'll meet one of them next season, hopefully. Obviously, we'll meet Lucifer. I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'm looking forward to starting Series 5, but I'm also excited to take a couple of weeks away to do the quizzes and other kind of things, because I like to think about the finale, comes up with some theories, think about what's going to happen next, and think a lot more about, like I said, the season finale was really satisfying in that it closed off a lot of questions I had about season 1 to 4, that Gates to Hell being open, and all that kind of stuff, and I really liked it for that. That was really cool. I like seeing Yellow Eyes whenever he appears. That was good. Another thing I liked about it, Bobby having a go at Dean was really cool. Like, you child, or whatever he was. Like, it's one of those where you don't expect it. I like when it's a really dark time and someone just does something you don't expect, but it's really good and needed. Like, Dean was like, I'm done now, I'm going to let him go. And Bobby's just like, stop whining. They gave me vibes, even though it's totally different. There's a scene, again, I won't spoil it. If you've not watched Buffy, guys, please, if you like Supernatural, if you've not watched Buffy, for me, give it a go. Give at least season 1 and 2 a go, and just try it. But there's a scene in a later season where it's all really dark, and someone's opening up all this really dark, horrible stuff they've all been through, and the person they're telling just bursts out laughing. And it's like one of those moments that you just need someone to just be like, you're being ridiculous, stop it. And that one it was funny, and this one it was more like, it was funny seeing Bobby have a go at him, but it was also like Bobby's just like, stop being a child, come on. Get your shit together, Dean. And I thought it was really cool. That was a really good moment. Yeah, good episode. Loved it. I'm excited to see Lucifer, Sam and Dean trying to make amends, because Sam's got a lot of apologising to do because of how much he blindly followed Ruby, and all along Ruby was buttering him up to start the apocalypse. Castiel, and obviously he's on the run from the angels. It seems like the prophet's going to play a bigger part next season, because he was randomly thrown in right at the end. And he was there when the archangels were coming, so it feels like he's going to be a big part of season 5. Yeah, I'm just excited to see this apocalypse and see how they stop it. That was good. Dark, but good. Let me know down below what you thought of the season finale of season 4 of Supernatural Lucifer Rising. One thing that I do want to know, answer one question for me. Did you know that Ruby was evil, or did you not know? Like, not did you know, like, by spoilers, but were you like me, that's so adamant that Ruby was up to no good, or were you totally on board with it? Did you think that she was going to help finish off Lilith? I'm interested to know in the comments. I might put a little poll up, actually, when I put the season finale, to be like, did you know that Lilith, did you know that Ruby was up to no good, or did you buy into it? I'd be interested to know, because I'm hoping there's a bit of split. I like to hear from people who thought she was genuine, and I like to hear from people that were like, no, I kind of figured the same as you, that she was not trustworthy from the start. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought of the episode and the reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the reaction to Season 4 overall. It won't be too long, a few weeks away, and then Season 5 will start, like I say. In the meantime, gag reel, ranking type thing, and quizzes. I might do a Jensen Ackles singing one, not one of those, in a very long time. So yeah, stay tuned for those videos. Don't unsubscribe. It's going to be a few weeks, but Season 5 will come. And as I've always said, I take a break so that I don't get burned out, that I go into it as fresh and enjoying it as much as I can. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave some comments down below. Take a look at my Patreon link for the full interaction to this episode, where I probably lost my shit more than you saw. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next Supernatural video. Bye guys, stay safe, and have a good night. Bye guys.